Hi, I'm Josh Madej, and I'm doing my speech evaluation for Speech 1. For gained attention, I put original motivating because I felt the interest, shocking statistic to the audience. For showed relevance to topic and audience, I put that it was relevant to the community because it was relevant to my fellow Just members that I was giving the speech to. For established credibility, I put presented personal connection. Because I mentioned my living here in Dallas and my connection to the problem. For a clear thesis statement, I put clear and concise central claim. The thesis did its job, but it definitely could have fit in better. For previewed body of speech, put smooth transition into the speech because it led smoothly into body 1 by being relevant to the thesis and the rest of the speech. For clear main points / claims, I put complete, coherent, and support thesis. The main points fit the thesis and were understandable to the rest of the topic. And for strong arguments, I put reached ultimate claim with audience because arguments like the need for publicity were ultimately understood by the context. For supporting material used well, I put variety in supporting materials because I had materials from different backgrounds and genres in my speech. For effective oral source citations, I put cited before support / smooth integration because the citations were smooth and flowed well with the speech and the information that was being given. For effective organization, I put use clear organizational pattern because the organization followed the storyline of the speech, but could have been better. Effective transitions, I put partial transitions because the transitions weren't full. They really just connected body points. For effective style, I put language accurate and appropriate for audience and occasion because my use of Abilene to connect with the Just members who have lived in Abilene for at least a year. For audience prepared for conclusion, I put included transition to conclusion because there was a transition there, but it worked more to connect the two rather than to distinguish the transition. So thesis and main points summarized, I put briefly restated the main points. I kind of did that very quickly and didn't go into much detail on that. Closed speech by reference to intro and other devices, stated one closing sentence. I had a closing line but needed a better call to action in my conclusion. For maintained eye contact but smooth transition with eye contact, notes and audience, I needed more eye contact, but I didn't feel like looking at my notes took away from the speech. For use voice for maximum effect, I thought that I definitely needed to be louder. I sounded like I only got 3 hours of sleep before the speech. For use gestures, movements, and facial expressions, but used transitions and emphasis. Transitions appeared to be the most enthusiastic parts of the speech, so I thought they were alright. Evident of preparation and practice, extemporaneous style with notes, because I kind of used my notes, but I didn't look down at them that much. Topic was consistent with the rest of the assignment. It had the references to Shelley and utilitarianism and adapted to audience. All speech content was relevant to my audience, the Just members. So based on all the information, I ended up giving myself an 81.75 using the rubric. Thank you.